I'm from Hospital Radio Bedford. My name is Valna, and I know today at the Multiple Sclerosis Centre in Bedford that they're trying to raise funds, and my Hospital Radio Bedford is always here to support them. So I run a programme called Your Body's Your Temple, Saturdays 12 till 2. It's about really educating, promoting health and well-being. Because Hospital Radio Bedford is about promoting health and well-being. That's one of our main objectives, particularly for patients who are in the hospital, but also individuals that are outside the hospital. And then I also started running a program for carers called Carers Today, from 2 till 3, and that's to promote awareness of the role of family carers, some of the challenges that they face, but also to promote the services that are available locally as well as nationally, and also to enable them to realise that they too need to look after their health, because we know that carers get so busy and caught up with caring that they forget that they need to sit down and have a cup of tea. So Sue and Chris and Steve, my apology. It's really
you look like a Chris, obviously.
Steve, he looks like a Chris, but Steve. Yeah. So, the opportunity here is to really find out, Sue, in terms of your role in caring, and what support from social services is available. And I know that there's the Bedford Carers Centre. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Sue, in terms of, prior to taking up the role as a carer, what do you like doing?
My husband Steve's had Parkinson's. He's been diagnosed for over 20 years now.
Yes.
So I only stopped working about a year ago. I was a journalist and editor before that.
Oh, wow.
And I stopped working so that I could spend more time being with Steve.
Right.
He'd had to stop driving.
Yes.
And everything, you couldn't get out by yourself really.
Right.
So being at home with him meant that
Yes.
we could go out more, and
Yes.
Steve wasn't so isolated.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
Yeah, so I'd had a good career before stopping
Right.
work to look after him, but I enjoy all sorts of things like walking the dog and
Right.
socialising and
So,
things like that.
in terms of promoting your health and well-being.
Yes, so I go to the gym, but since we've been coming to the MS Therapy Centre,
Yes.
since they started letting people come with Parkinson's.
Oh, right, because it used to just specialise in multiple sclerosis.
Yes, so for the last year, approximately a year, would you say, they've been, there was a trial that was happening to for them to decide whether they could sort of integrate people with Parkinson's and let them benefit from the services as well.
Yes.
So Steve's been part of that trial, and that's been going well. So now the trustees at the centre have opened up the centre to other people with Parkinson's. I think there's about 45 people with Parkinson's that possibly are members here alongside the people with multiple sclerosis now.
So it's about maximising resources, isn't it, in terms of this is a centre.
Exactly. It's all neurological conditions.
That's good, because I know when I worked with Bedfordshire Health, I actually came down when this was opened.
Yeah.
And it was at the time specifically for individuals with multiple sclerosis.
Yes, it has been. I think they had their 40th anniversary, and it was only just expanded for other conditions, but they've obviously got amazing facilities here, and so other people can benefit as well.
So Steve, in terms of coming to this service, which is different to where you were, how do you find the service, and what are the best parts of it for you?
It's fantastic. The best part is the socialisation, social part. Yes, we're all here to gain fitness and do various exercises, but the bottom line is the support that we give each other is, I think, much more tangible and much more beneficial. So if there's everything I want, I come here probably 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, although they will be opening on Friday soon.
Right.
And Susie comes as well because I've got no transport.
You're right.
So she brings me here and usually goes shopping while I'm there.
I go to the gym one week.
Right.
I've joined the gym nearby, so it means I can go and do yoga or Pilates for myself, and he's here doing what sort of exercise?
As I said, you go shopping.
He always says I go shopping.
Just spends your money,
yeah.
And he can't remember where I've been. He says I've gone shopping. But you do all kinds of exercises here as well as the social bit, don't you?
They've got dedicated trainers for Parkinson's specific exercises.
Right.
Your ability, catered to your ability. It just works. It works.
Right. Do you use the pool? Because I know they've got a pool here.
I don't. I don't know why.
Oh, right.
It just didn't click with me.
Lots of people love the pool.
Yes,
It's a very good pool, but
you
found it's a bit too warm for you. But some people absolutely love that warmth.
Oh, right.
But you do what do you do? You have sessions with the exercise therapist. They do group sessions and one-to-ones. There's one-to-one physio.
Yeah. What sort of exercise do you do?
Usual stuff, squats and press-ups.
Right.
Twists, turns.
There's a gym, the special gym.
Oh, they've got a special gym
here.
There's
a special gym with different equipment, so sometimes you use that, but it can be adapted for your ability.
Oh,
so they tailor the exercises to meet the specific requirement you want to do.
There's different classes. They have a Parkinson's exercise class. I think there's 2 or 3 of them per week. Okay. So they tailor that to people with Parkinson's, which is quite a fun group thing, although you work quite hard. But then they have other things that are tailored to people with MS.
Right. Steve, when the centre is, because sometimes it closes does it close for holidays or any time?
It might close at Christmas, but I think it's open, at the moment it's open, as Steve said, Monday to Thursday every week. Right. But we have other activities as well.
Okay. And you said that you run the Parkinson's group?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit how you got involved in that.
Okay. So it's the Parkinson's UK Bedford and District Support Group, which we got involved in about 3 or 4 years ago. During COVID, we found out that they needed new people to run it. And we'd done Parkinson's UK fundraising before, but we hadn't been involved locally. But we decided that we could step up and do that. So we now run that group
as volunteers.
As volunteers, yes. Right. So we have we started off just having a monthly social meeting, which we have at Roxton Garden Centre once a month. But from there it's built up, so we have a monthly social here at the MS Therapy Centre on a Friday. Yes. We have an evening meeting at a pub, and then we've also introduced lots of different sports and exercise activities, because as you know from the therapy centre, it's very beneficial for people with Parkinson's and MS to do exercise and keep themselves as active as possible. So there was already some online exercise classes, which a nice lady in Bedford does 3 times a week, free of charge for people with Parkinson's. But we've built on that, so we now have there's a table tennis group, there's a boxercise group.
What's a boxercise?
Boxercise is
okay.
Boxing gloves, but a bit of other movement as well.
Okay, that's great.
We have an aquatic exercise class run by water classes on a Wednesday run by a neurophysiotherapist. Right. We have a bowling group, don't we?
Excellent.
So we've got lots of different activities that people with Parkinson's can join in with. Okay. So it's become a really big social thing as well as the activity, like you said, isn't it?
Do you think that social services provides sort of a person-centred support or services to clients that suffer from Parkinson's and with neuro conditions? Where do you think how it can be improved in terms of access to a variety of services?
I think we haven't perhaps accessed as many as other people might need.
Right.
We have had
You had a carers assessment.
we've had a carers assessment done through Bedford Borough Council,
Yes.
and as a result of that, you got referred to a falls clinic, didn't you? Do falls
Right.
physio.
Yeah.
You've had somebody around the house, I think occupational therapy or occupational health, to see if there was anything that they could help with in the house. I get a little bit of money each week that I can use for domestic help.
Okay. Right.
Through that. But it's not means tested. It's their recognition that you're doing a carer job.
Because they have a small grant that they can give to carers.
Exactly. So that's
good.
a bit of an acknowledgement, I guess, that we're probably saving them money by doing some of those caring things. But I can't say that I know enough about all the other things.
Right.
We've got no complaints about what we've had, but there's probably things that other people could access.
Okay.
And obviously there's more support, I guess, that might be means tested or that kind of thing.
So what respite do you get other than when Steve is at his activity?
Well, we're very lucky that we've got a very good family and friends. I've just actually come back from, and it's quite rare that I have a night away, but I had a night away yesterday with a friend in Suffolk.
Excellent.
And our daughter and her partner came to just be with Steve. So
That's
I don't like
nice.
to leave him for too long on his own, because he's very prone to falls and things like that. So there are quite a lot of activities I know through carers in Bedfordshire.
Right.
They do I haven't personally experienced them, but quite a lot of our group do get involved in carers activities through them, and I think they can help with accessing benefits and support and that kind of thing, which is a charity in Bedford.
So, Steve, have you got any hobbies?
I used to have marquetry.
You mean with the bower, with the?
No, that's archery.
Oh, sorry.
Marquetry.
What's marquetry? With the saw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Making pictures out of wood veneers.
Sorry?
Making pictures out of wood veneers.
Really?
Yeah. So you see all the stuff in the walls.
Yes.
Still doing that sort of thing, making pictures with it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I know marquetry because I've got a jewellery box.
Yes,
that's
like an inlay.
Yeah.
But not good on the radio, but I'm shaking like quite a lot here.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I can't cut the veneers to the accuracy that they need to cut.
Was that your career as well, or it was just a hobby?
Just a full-time hobby.
Oh,
he was
lovely.
a teacher.
You were a teacher? What did you teach? Which school did you teach at?
Beecham.
In Bedford.
Beecham. Yeah, because years ago we trained mentors to go into the schools. Do you remember the Education Action Zone? Bedford. Yeah, I was involved in helping them to put together a funding to set up the Education Action Zone for schools in terms of improving the achievement of young people.
Right.
Yeah, that's Mr. What was his name? Briggs. I can't remember. Briggs. Yes.
Briggs. 3 years before my time.
Oh right. What subject did you teach?
Maths and computing.
Oh wow.
You had to retire about 10 years. He had to take early retirement because of his Parkinson's. And he was a scout leader as well.
A scout leader?
Assistant scout leader.
Yeah, we don't hear much about scouts nowadays, do we?
It's still very popular, very. The Bromham scout group's got a waiting list of many.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very popular still, but there's a very good facility in
And
Bromham.
unfortunately, it's a bit expensive for parents now in terms of getting the uniform.
Yeah, it can be.
And things like that. I mean, on the radio, Radio 4, they were talking about looking at policies around antisocial behaviour, particularly with young people. Some of these young people, as you know, there's youth clubs have closed and so forth, and they've got nowhere to go, and so they hang around. So it's I would like to say thank you so much for just taking the time for this interview.